Imagine opening a website that does not appear on Google. There is no company name, no customer service department, and no physical address. Only anonymous usernames, encrypted messages, and payments made with digital currency. Some people visit the dark web, expecting to find strange forums and illegal marketplaces. But behind several of those usernames were real criminals, real victims, and investigators silently watching everything. From a man attempting to purchase one of the deadliest poisons on Earth to a criminal marketplace secretly controlled by the police, these are 7 of the most terrifying true stories from the dark web. Number 7. OxyMonster. On the dark web marketplace Dream Market, a vendor named OxyMonster built a successful business selling illegal drugs. The person behind the account was Gal Valerius, a French citizen living in Britain. Valerius did more than sell drugs. He eventually became a senior moderator and administrator on Dream Market, helping manage disputes and enforce the rules of one of the largest criminal marketplaces on the dark web. Behind the username, however, Valerius had another passion. He grew an enormous red beard and entered international beard competitions. In 2017, he decided to travel to the United States to attend the World Beard and Mustache Championships in Texas. To reach the competition, Valerius first landed at an airport in Atlanta. American investigators were waiting for him. Valerius had made a mistake that connected his hidden identity to his real one. Investigators compared cryptocurrency transactions linked to OxyMonster with accounts connected to Valerius. They also examined the writing style used by OxyMonster and compared it with Valerius's public social media activity. The similarities helped authorities identify him. When Valerius arrived in Atlanta, agents searched his laptop. According to investigators, it contained evidence connecting him to the OxyMonster account and his role on Dream Market. The journey that was supposed to end at a beard competition instead ended in federal custody. In 2018, Valerius pleaded guilty to drug trafficking and money laundering charges. He had helped operate behind layers of encryption, anonymous software, and cryptocurrency. But the person behind OxyMonster still had a real face, a recognizable writing style, and a plane ticket with his real name on it. Number 6. The Ricin purchase. In December 2014, a man using the dark web contacted someone he believed was a seller of lethal poisons. His name was Cheng Le. The seller was actually an undercover FBI employee who had taken control of an established dark web identity. Lee asked a direct question. Did the seller have ricin? Ricin is an extremely dangerous toxin created from castor beans. A tiny amount can be fatal, and there is no known antidote. Lee knew exactly what he was attempting to purchase. During encrypted conversations, he discussed concealing the ricin inside an ordinary bottle of pills. He wanted the package to look harmless if anyone opened or inspected it. He also explained that he hoped to obtain larger quantities in the future and resell them to other buyers. But the most disturbing part was his reason for wanting it. Lay described ricin as a possible method of killing someone without leaving an obvious explanation. He discussed what he called simple death pills and imagined ways a victim's death might appear accidental. Every message was being recorded. Investigators arranged a controlled delivery containing fake ricin. Lee accepted the package and was arrested. In 2015, a jury convicted him of attempting to acquire ricin as a weapon, along with postal fraud and identity theft. He believed the dark web had connected him to an anonymous poison dealer. In reality, he had been explaining his entire plan directly to federal investigators. Number 5. Besa Mafia. For years, websites on the dark web have claimed to offer professional killers for hire. Most are scams. They collect cryptocurrency, invent excuses, and disappear without doing anything. Besa Mafia was one of the most infamous. The website presented itself as a criminal organization capable of arranging assaults and murders anywhere in the world. Customers submitted photographs, addresses, schedules, and personal information about the people they wanted targeted. The site's operators demanded payment in Bitcoin. Then they delayed the supposed attack and repeatedly asked for more money. No professional killers were ever sent, but the customers were real. In 2016, a Nevada woman named Christy Lynn Felkins contacted Besa Mafia and attempted to arrange the murder of her former husband. She provided information about his location and sent the website 12 Bitcoin, worth approximately $5,000 at the time. The administrator continued communicating with her for months. Felkins complained about delays, discussed how the death should happen, and asked whether it could be made to look like an accident. The website took her money and performed no attack. Years later, the messages became evidence. Felkins pleaded guilty to using interstate commerce facilities in the commission of murder for hire. Besa Mafia was terrifying for a reason its creators may not have intended. The killers were fake. The people paying them were not. Researchers who obtained information from the website discovered names, photographs, addresses, and conversations involving intended victims around the world. Some of those people had no idea that someone close to them had entered their details into a supposed murder marketplace. A scam designed to steal Bitcoin had accidentally created a database of genuine murder requests. Number 4. The AlphaBay and Hansa trap. By 2017, AlphaBay had become the largest criminal marketplace on the dark web. It worked like an illegal version of a normal online shopping platform. Hundreds of thousands of users could browse listings, read reviews, contact sellers, and purchase drugs, stolen information, fraudulent documents, malware, and other illegal products. AlphaBay's administrators believed that Tor and cryptocurrency protected them, but investigators slowly traced the operation to its suspected founder, Alexandre Kazes, a Canadian living in Thailand. One small mistake helped expose him. Early messages connected to AlphaBay reportedly included an email address linked to Kazes' real identity. Authorities followed the trail through servers, cryptocurrency accounts, and financial records. In July 2017, police arrested Kazes in Thailand and seized AlphaBay's infrastructure. Users suddenly found that the largest marketplace on the dark web had disappeared. Many immediately moved to another marketplace called Hansa. That was exactly what investigators wanted. Several weeks earlier, Dutch police had secretly taken control of Hansa. Instead of shutting it down immediately, they kept the website operating. To its users, everything appeared normal. Behind the screen, however, the administrators were now law enforcement officers. They monitored transactions and collected information about vendors and buyers. When AlphaBay disappeared, thousands of frightened users rushed directly into a marketplace controlled by the police. Some reused passwords. Some sent messages revealing personal details. Some uploaded photographs that contained hidden location information. For weeks, criminals continued buying, selling, and discussing illegal activity, while investigators quietly recorded the evidence. Then Hansa disappeared as well. The operation delivered a brutal lesson. The website protecting a user's identity could be operated by the very people attempting to uncover it. Quick pause. If you're enjoying the video so far, leave a like and subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel and lets me keep making entertaining videos about strange history, dark mysteries, and unbelievable true stories. Now, back to the dark web. Number 3. The Silk Road murder plot. Silk Road was the marketplace that proved illegal online trade could operate on an enormous scale. Its founder, Ross Ulbricht, controlled the site using the name Dread Pirate Roberts. Silk Road generated millions of dollars by allowing vendors to sell drugs and other illegal products using Bitcoin. Ulbricht presented the marketplace as a place built around individual freedom, but when he believed that freedom was being threatened, his private messages became much darker. In 2013, a Silk Road user threatened to expose thousands of customers and vendors unless Ulbricht paid him. Ulbricht began communicating with someone he believed could arrange a murder. A price was negotiated in Bitcoin. Messages later presented in court showed Ulbricht requesting proof that the target had been killed. He eventually received a staged photograph that appeared to show a body. The death had not actually happened. The supposed killing was part of a deception. Later that same year, Ulbricht communicated with another user named Red and White about killing several more people he believed were threatening Silk Road. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin were transferred. Again, authorities found no evidence that any of the supposed victims were actually murdered. But Ulbricht believed the arrangements were real. He approved payments, discussed timing, and waited for confirmation. When investigators arrested him inside a San Francisco library, his laptop was open and logged into the administrator account. The anonymous criminal mastermind was suddenly connected to years of messages, financial records, and activity. Ulbricht was convicted on charges including drug trafficking, money laundering, and running a continuing criminal enterprise. The alleged murder-for-hire plots were not separate charges in his New York trial, but the messages were used as evidence. Silk Road had started as an online marketplace. By the end, its founder believed he was ordering deaths from behind a laptop. Number 2. The Dark Overlord. In 2016, hospitals, healthcare providers, accounting firms, and other companies began receiving disturbing messages from a hacking group calling itself the Dark Overlord. The group broke into computer networks and stole enormous collections of private information. This included names, addresses, financial records, insurance information, and confidential medical files. Then the victims received a demand. Pay a ransom in Bitcoin or the stolen information would be released. The group demanded amounts ranging from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. If a company refused, samples of the stolen data appeared online to prove the threat was real. The Dark Overlord did not only target corporations. The information belonged to ordinary people who had trusted hospitals and businesses with some of the most personal details of their lives. Patients had no control over the ransom negotiations. They could only wait to discover whether their medical records, personal identities, or financial information would be sold or published. The group also became known for theatrical threats and public humiliation. It contacted journalists, posted announcements, and attempted to create as much fear as possible around every stolen database. The criminals understood that embarrassment and panic could pressure a victim into paying faster than technical damage alone. One participant was a British man named Nathan Wyatt. Investigators connected him to accounts used for communication, payments, and other parts of the operation. Wyatt was extradited to the United States. In 2020, he pleaded guilty and received a 5-year prison sentence. He was also ordered to pay more than $1.4 million in restitution, but one arrest did not undo the damage. Once private information has been copied and released, it cannot simply be placed back inside the computer it came from. A stolen password can be changed. A person cannot change their medical history, date of birth, or entire identity so easily. Number 1. Welcome to video. The most horrifying dark web cases are not frightening because of mysterious legends. They are frightening because the victims are real. Welcome to Video was a hidden website operated from South Korea. It sold and distributed videos depicting the sexual abuse of children. Users paid with Bitcoin, believing that cryptocurrency and the Tor network would hide their identities. The website operated from 2015 until 2018 and grew into what authorities described as the largest site of its kind by volume of content at the time. Its server contained more than 250,000 illegal videos. Many were duplicates, but investigators identified thousands of unique files. Every download represented material created through the exploitation of a real child. The investigation began by following Bitcoin transactions. Cryptocurrency is sometimes described as anonymous, but many blockchain transactions are permanently recorded. Investigators traced payments moving into the website and connected some of them to exchanges where users had revealed identifying information. In March 2018, South Korean police seized the server and arrested the operator, Jong-woo Sun. The seizure gave international investigators access to account information and transaction records. Authorities identified and charged hundreds of users across numerous countries. The operation also helped rescue children who were still being actively abused. The people accessing the site had assumed they were separated by borders, anonymous usernames, and encrypted technology. But the server connected them all. A payment made in one country could be traced to an account in another. A username could lead to a device. A device could lead investigators to a home. And inside some of those homes, they found victims who still needed to be rescued. Welcome to Video revealed the truth behind the darkest corners of the internet. The screen may create distance, but it does not make the crime imaginary. These 7 stories all began with the same belief: that technology could separate an action from its consequences. OxyMonster believed a username could hide the man behind it. Cheng Lei believed he was privately speaking to a poison dealer. Besa Mafia's customers believed they could request murder without meeting a killer. AlphaBay users believed they had escaped the police by moving to Hansa. Ross Ulbricht believed Bitcoin could purchase violence from a laptop. The Dark Overlord believed stolen information could turn fear into money. And the users of Welcome to Video believed anonymity could protect them from crimes committed against real children. But the dark web is not a separate universe. Every message is written by a person. Every payment begins somewhere. Every package must arrive at a physical address. And every digital crime eventually affects someone in the real world. The most terrifying part of the dark web is not the myths about secret rooms or impossible websites. It is how ordinary everything can look. A product page, a username, a message box, a payment button. And behind them, real people making decisions they believe nobody will ever discover. Which story did you find the most disturbing? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe for more entertaining videos about strange history, bizarre science, psychology, mysteries, and unbelievable true stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.